Soft Sports TV, guys. My name is Sasipi, and I have Sam and Handy.
Still here.
See this man, you're losing Varane and Sergio Ramos, and you're forming. Okay, guys, let's talk about the Euros. Yeah, the Euro started a couple of weeks ago, and we've seen so much excitement. Beautiful incidents happening, and it has been a very fantastic Euro so far. Yeah, I think it's actually worth the wait.
Yeah.
Knowing that it should have been played last year, but we're having it this year, but it's actually fantastic Euros so far. Tell me now, your most memorable moments so far in the Euros.
There have been a lot of fantastic moments, but the standout moment for me has to be the goal by Patrick Schick against Scotland.
Okay.
Wow, what a goal! I doubt we'll see a better goal than that in this Euro. So far, that has been my highlight.
Okay.
Fantastic goal.
Okay.
Crazy.
You doubt to see a better goal?
I doubt.
All right. How about you?
I'm going to say the group of death, the final game. That has been like the moment of the season so far, of the Euro so far, because it was interesting to see the Hungarians leading the Germans, and all of a sudden, was Germany equalized, the table kept on switching from, you see Germany moving from the group leaders to the bottom, and they came back to the second position. So it was really amazing. It was a fantastic moment. It lived up to its billing, and it was really entertaining till the last minute of the game. So I think that last match, both matches actually, the France versus Portugal and Germany versus Hungary, it lived up to its billing. It was amazing.
Well, it's fair to say the Hungarians were actually hungry for success.
They really were.
But they were starved.
I think they left their heads held high. In as much as they were starved.
Kudos to them. Okay, we've asked the most memorable moment so far in the Euros. But now I want to ask you, what's your standout performer so far?
My standout performer. Okay, this time around, I think we've given players and football team a lot of credit. So this time around, let's have a switch. And this time around, my standout performer will be Anthony Taylor.
Okay,
it was in the middle of the game between Denmark
Finland
and
Finland.
Was it Finland? Yeah,
when
Denmark versus Finland, and a very serious incident happened in the game. But he was very professional all through. He handled everything
and he was the first
very professional way. So I give him credit. He was also in charge of the Austria versus Italy match, and that was a game that was filled up with a lot of ups and downs. The game was end-to-end stop, a lot of tense movement and all that. But he was able to. Right now, I tell you, Anthony Taylor is up there as one of the best.
It's quite ironical that your standout performer is actually an English ref.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's weird.
It's strange, but that is what it is.
Quite strange. So, how about you?
I think my standout performer has to be Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
I won't lie to you. It doesn't really feel nice saying this, but he has to be, because Portugal has scored like 7 goals and Ronaldo has like 5 out of the 7. So he's the sole reason why they are qualifying to the next round, because the match against France was the turning point. They could easily have been knocked out. He had the big moment where he had a penalty call and he stepped up and delivered, and he had a second penalty call. This is someone that when it matters,
He delivers.
so
It's no longer news.
it's, and if you look at again, yes, down to the Hungary match, the match against Hungary, they considered a goal in the 79th minute that was ruled offside, and from the 83rd minute to the end of the match, Portugal ended up scoring 3 goals, with Ronaldo scoring 2. And anyone who didn't watch that match would not know that it was a really tough match for Portugal. So when you look at it, I really have to give Ronaldo all the credit for his age and for the goals that he has scored, the records he's broken so far. He's been my son of.
How old is Ronaldo again?
26.
26?
36.
No, he has to be 26.
36.
There's no way Ronaldo is 36. No way. That guy has to be 36. Okay, we talk about stand-up performance now. Let's talk about flops. Those who underperformed. You know, just give me one name.
Harry
One.
Kane
Kane.
stands out. I mean,
Yeah.
Why Harry Kane?
games,
Why Harry Kane?
3 games for England, no goal.
But he won.
I don't
don't think it's anything about the goal. I think he has only one
I
shot
doubt
on
we have
target.
had up to 2 or 3 shots on target.
That's-
He's been
that's
very,
below
very,
par.
very disappointing for a player of that caliber. So for the teams, I don't think there is any team
Okay.
that has really disappointed because
Just-
all the
just
top
the player.
teams that are expected to qualify have actually qualified. But for
Alright.
player, there has to be Harry Kane.
How about you?
Well, initially I was going to go with Harry Kane, but because he already mentioned Harry Kane, I'm going to go with Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the hype that was around Phil Foden before the tournament kicked off. Everyone kept on saying how Phil Foden is in the bracket of Kylian Mbappe and Holland.
Yeah.
And so far so good. I think I've been seeing more of Raheem Sterling.
Now moving forward, now
Yeah.
we've seen Italy qualify to the quarterfinals, and we've seen Denmark qualify
Yeah.
to the quarterfinals. But who do
Please
you
don't
think?
mention Wales again.
Okay, no problem. Who do you think stands a better chance of winning this so far from what you've seen? What's the team? Name one team.
It's still very difficult. I mean, we're talking about the group stage where some of the top teams have to play smaller teams. We've seen Italy cruise all through until they got to the round of 16 game
Where
against
Jungle
Austria.
Macho.
They were really stressed. So it's still very, very, very good. I think we will have to watch all the games
But for
in the round
now,
of
for
16
now.
so far before we can come out and say there's no outstanding team so far. Oh, a lot of good teams have been showing quality.
Hello.
And
So for now,
For
which team?
now.
the fact that Italy actually scaled through,
Yeah,
let me just stick with Italy.
Italy. Okay, how about you?
Not like I'm too
Well, so far so good. My favorites to win the tournament were France, and it has really been a hard ball for France, and they've been having injury concerns with their left back. So even their last training session, they experimented with the 3-4-3 formation.
Wow.
So I don't know if that is really going to be successful. So I'm going to stick with Italy.
Okay, guys, that's all we have for today on Some Sports TV. And please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, guys. Okay, it costs nothing. It's free. And please follow us across all our social media platforms. And you can also feel free to drop a comment in our comment section. Let us know your most memorable moments so far in the Euros and who you think can end up as the champion of the Euros 2020. All right. Thank you, Handy, for being on the show today. And Sam.
make
Pleasure
someone
to be
smile.
here.
Stop trolling us now. Now smile.
That's not really us now. Okay, I'll think about that. I'll put it into prayers. Okay, guys, peace out.